Hi Aquarius, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your November 2025 Singles Psychic Prediction. I can't believe it's November, but here we are. So I am going to ask my spirit guides today, what's next in love, what's coming towards you. Please use this reading to help you to manifest the love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's in your life. I do have some charms and some initials and lots of cards. So let's get started. Let's see what our spirit guides have for us today. Spirit, I ask that you guide me with loving messages. What is it that you need me to hear? What is it that you want me to know? I am listening for you now. I have kindred spirits. Oh, I like that. Cut from the same cloth. So, you know, there isn't that the truth when you meet somebody, you say, just perfect together. You wonder how out of all the people in the world you found each other, right? And you like the same things, you fit together well, you know, and I don't know. It's sometimes you just feel like you're made for each other, and I think that, I don't know. I think there is I think it's a really true statement when they say there's somebody for everybody, and sometimes you look at these relationships and you go, that perfect person is so perfect for them. How they found each other in this lifetime is amazing. So that's how I feel is happening around this energy right now, at least, you know, right from the beginning. And perfect together, or how did we find each other? And maybe it's just something that you say out loud to your person. I have a forest. There's always more beyond what you can currently see. They're sharing with me, I want to take this further. So this is somebody that comes into your life and says, I want to see where this goes. I want to start this journey. Okay. I want to see, I can see that we have a lot in common. I can see that our paths are very similar. Maybe they were very similar in the past. Maybe we had a lot in common growing up, or background, something like that. But I want to take this further, is what's coming in. Somebody who's ready to get this going. I have waves. Life moves in cycles. Ride the highs and prepare for the lows. So yeah, there's a feeling of ebb and flow, right? There's a feeling of it's always in motion. Okay, so even if you are at a standstill right now, you're not with anybody, you haven't met anybody, you can't even imagine meeting somebody, you're always in motion, and your energy is always moving towards where spirit is trying to take you. So don't worry about there's nobody in sight. It's just a matter of time that these two energies cross paths. Spirit, please share with me. I have a devil. I have an 8 of swords. I have a 5 of cups. And I have a judgment. All I'm going to say is you're not there today. That whatever you have been through, whatever path you had to walk through, I don't care if you had to walk through fire, you're not there today. And it made you stronger, and it made you a different person. And the best part about that is whoever's coming into your life is a better match for you today, because you are a new you. So sometimes we can't even look at that old hurt or that old wound, because if we do, we say, is it going to happen again? No, it doesn't have to happen again. Going through it once is bad enough. Going through it again, you know, like spirit doesn't want that for you. So you're a good judge of character, they're saying. Don't second guess your choices. Okay. Something like that. I have a death card. It's all behind you. Everything is behind you. There's no reason to think other than full steam ahead. Okay. I have a 2 of Pentacles. I have a Hierophant. And I have a Justice card. If you've made a decision that the next relationship I'm in, I want a commitment. Maybe you were in a relationship that wasn't successful. It was very hurtful. Maybe you're grateful that you never committed to that person. But now you want to settle down. You want somebody to share your life with. And if they're not willing to commit, then maybe they're not for you. So I feel like either I'm on the fence with, is that something that I really want? Is that something that's important to me? Is that something that I need to know right from the beginning, that somebody else, they're looking for the same thing? So if that's the case, but it was more of a, not that you're insecure, it was, if I'm going to put all this time and energy into a relationship, I want the stability. I want what other people have even. Okay. And that's not envy. That's, why not? Maybe you have family, maybe you have siblings that are happily married with kids. And you know what? I want their life. I want something like them. So whatever it is that you want, you can ask for. But you do have a good choice. You do have a good head on your shoulders as far as making choices. So keep that in mind. I have an Emperor. Okay. I have a 3 of Pentacles. And I have a Queen of Swords. I think you, for lack of better terms, it's almost like a power couple energy came in. And I feel like we make a great team for sure. And I feel like this person sees you as incredibly intelligent. And this person is successful in their own right. They could be an entrepreneur, building a business at the top of their field, super smart, sky's the limit. And they see you as super, super smart and bringing something to this connection that they like. So whether it's your feedback on work that they do, or you guys are very synergistic, they said we're made for each other. We're perfect together. So you could be in a similar field, but not necessarily doing the same job, but you could be, you could benefit each other somehow, working together, creating a business together. But this person is definitely drawn to your intelligence, your wisdom, your knowledge. Yeah. I mean, they see you as substantial. Okay. And that's important to them, that you're not just another person, you're substantial. Okay. You have a lot to offer. And they really see this kind of package. Okay. So whatever it is that you have, you should be proud of yourself, because I feel like you're going to attract a very high quality individual that's going to be your perfect match. Let's see what else they're saying about this connection. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. Working well. There's a sense of working well together. We would make a great team. I have sunglasses. Little bit of hiding my feelings until I know exactly what my true feelings are. This person isn't going to be a love bomber. They will show you through their actions. Either they're consistent or they're not. Either they're showing up or they're not. So I feel that, yes, eventually they will share their feelings, but they're not going to love bomb you right out of the gate until they really know what their feelings are. I have a skeleton stripped all the way down to my skeleton. A little bit of a raw feeling, raw emotions. I'm feeling things I haven't felt in a long time. I'm being very vulnerable with you, and I haven't been vulnerable with anybody in a long time. I like the chemistry. Cologne, perfume, aftershave, body lotions. I like how you smell. I'm going to say you turn me on. And I think we turn each other on. But I think that somebody's comes right out and says, hey, you turn me on in a lot of different ways, not just because of how you look, but you can hold my attention, and you've got this substance to you that is intriguing to me. I have a footprint. You've made a good impression. First impressions went a long way. So you either had them at, you had me at smile. You had me at hello. And this feeling of you got my attention right from the beginning, whether it was your looks grabbed their attention, but then when you opened your mouth and they realized that you were intelligent and that you had a lot to offer, I think they were just like blown away, like, oh my God, sexy, handsome, beautiful, and smart, like the best combination. So that feels good. I have some initials. Let's see what we have. First initials, last initials. Let's see what's coming in. I have an N, M, O, G. Oh my God, I feel like I want to say. I have a Q. I have a P, X, A, H, D, A. I have an R. I have an L, G, K. I have the letter M. I have a U. I have an I, and I have an O. Okay. So you may definitely be connecting to those. Spirit, what else do you need us to know about this connection? You had me at hello. That's cute. I like that. I have a Pisces. I have money as a priority to me right now. This person could be building their empire. They're an emperor. They could be trying to build a business. They could be trying to get to the next level. So that could be the stage that they're at. It's nothing wrong with that. I have athletic, playing basketball. Maybe that's something that they do in their off time, friends. I have, this came into me as I was looking at photos of you. So maybe I met this person online dating. Maybe they're checking out your social media now. Maybe they are looking at other photos. Maybe you've sent them some additional photos recently. I have reserved. I'm holding back. I would say with those sunglasses that this person's going to hold back their feelings until they're 100% sure what they feel. But you definitely have captured their attention. You definitely have their interest. So it's going to come down to them, their actions initially. It's going to be how much time and attention are they giving you? What kind of activities do you do? Are they going out of their way to plan nice things? Are they spending quality time with you? Or are they rushing things? Are they giving you undivided attention? Spirit just said. I have a pool hall, a little bit of I like to hang out. I don't know whether they hang out in a pool hall or not, but maybe they catch up with some friends and they go and grab a drink, once a week, something like that. I have a Virgo. I have a bar. So there could be a specific bar that it's like a hangout that maybe they go and sit with their friends. Doesn't mean that they're a barfly. It means that once a week, or maybe they're single now, so maybe that's where they go on the weekends. They go and they know people there, and at least they're not alone. They say hello. I have an Aries. I'm into spooky things. I feel like they would be into a psychic medium. I think they would think that's cool. Okay. I think they would be curious about tarot cards. They probably don't know enough about tarot cards, but they would be, yeah, those are pretty neat. You know, I'm not quite sure how they work, but they're pretty neat. But I definitely feel like they would be interested in a psychic medium or a psychic reading. And I think they're curious about that world. So that's kind of interesting. Let's get some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. I've got this beautiful bowl of charms, and let's get a scoop. See what they want you to say. I'm just going to read these intuitively for you. Go down here in the bottom, get some different ones. Okay. All right. I have love, and it's just kind of written. It feels like a note. It feels like I left a note for you on your pillow, on the counter next to a cup of coffee. And it doesn't even necessarily have to be a formal card or anything like that. But I feel like it's the first time they've said love, and they wrote love in their name. And it's kind of like, okay, so they're signing their name, you know, like love. So that, I feel like that's something special, but it felt like it wasn't a big deal. It was like just I hope you have a great day, or I'll see you after work tonight, or thank you for last night, you know, like love. And you're kind of like, whoa, okay, this person left me a note. So that feels nice. I have the number 6, June. I have a flower, but I want to count the petals. I have 5. So May, 5 days, 5th of the month. I have a birth certificate. So some of you, maybe this could be the person that you have a child with. If you would still like to start a family, maybe this is the person down the road that you have a child with. I have a pineapple. I'm going to use the word sweet. And pineapple means welcoming, like a welcome home sign. Also, Hawaii is coming into me. But I'm going to go with sweet. Maybe they call you sweetie, sweetheart, something like that. I have a cat. So maybe I like cats. Are you a cat person or a dog person? Maybe I'm a cat person. Maybe I grew up with a cat. I have music notes. Music is important to me. I listen to music all the time. I always have music in the car. I always have my ear pods, something like that. I have a zebra. It came into me as showing, not so much like different stripes, but showing my stripes. And I'm not afraid for you to see the real me. I'm not afraid of the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, like me for who I am. And I'm not perfect. And, you know, I'm going to show all my stripes. This is how it came in. I have a squirrel. I'm going to say hibernation. And the reason why I'm saying that, it was almost a feeling of like, I want to be alone with you, like a snow day. I want to be, you know, that feeling of we don't have to go anywhere. We can't go anywhere because it's a snow day and the roads are closed. And we just have each other. And it's kind of like this hibernation feeling. So it's cozy. We're alone. We have all day, all weekend. So I feel like we like our alone time. Maybe we're staying at one person's house or the other once we get to know each other. And it was a little bit of, we're in our little nest and we're happy. We're happy together there. And I have a witch's hat. I'm going to go back to that spooky I like all things spooky. Maybe Halloween is their favorite holiday. They love Halloween decorations. They like Halloween costume parades. They go to a big Halloween party every year that everybody gets dressed up at. Do you want to go with me? So it could be something like that. And then last but not least, I have a snake, a serpent. I'm going to use the word temptation. I'm going to use, because I do feel like that you turn them on, right? So they're probably having a hard time with not coming on too strong so that you think that that's all they want. But their body and their chemistry is probably saying, I want you more than you know. So that could be going on. So it's temptation. I'm so tempted by you. So that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think they're trying to balance it so that you don't think that that's all they want. And because they don't want to come off as that kind of a person, is how I feel. Spirit, what else do you want me to know about this connection? What is it that you have for us? I have a window. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. New doors opening. New windows are opening. I feel like I want to say when you least expect it. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and all of a sudden you meet somebody decent. You're like, I can't believe it. So yeah, I mean, a window of opportunity. Also, that window of opportunity is a feeling of you're available during this window of opportunity, and they're available during this window of opportunity. So the timing is perfect, because at a different time they'd be with somebody else, or if you don't snag them now or they don't snag you now, you could be with somebody else. So it is divine timing, but I'm also going to say the timing is perfect, because maybe 6 months ago they weren't available. They were in a relationship with somebody, or vice versa. I have secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. I'm not feeling that with this, because I had that, I'm going to show you my stripes, but that could be something that you struggled with in the past. But, I just for once want to find somebody that doesn't lie to me, doesn't cheat on me. And, but not everybody does. Okay. So that could be just an old wound that is in the back of your head. So just remember, not everybody is the same. Give somebody the benefit of the doubt. I have a heartbreak. Heartbreak is part of the human experience, and it will pass. So the good news is, whoever kept secrets from you, even if it hurt when it ended, they did you a favor, because had that not happened, you wouldn't be meeting this perfect match today with perfect timing. So everything happens for a reason. And that's how you have to look at it. Whoa. Sorry. So I have this big bowl of charms that I'm going to share with you. Still some more, Kathy. So these are numbers, and they're kind of like holidays. So I'll pick those up later. There's probably like 20 on the floor. Oh, well, nothing's perfect. All right. So let's see what we've got. So these I'm going to use for my timeline. I got too much going on. Charms and cards and cameras and lights. And here we go. All right. Let's see. I have the number 22. I have the number 26. Spirit just shared with me an age difference. Okay, so that's a clue. All right, so now I have a lot of holidays. Those are the only numbers I got. Okay, nope, I got one more number, 9. Okay. All right, so I have pumpkins. And I have 2 pumpkins. That came into me as 2 children. Somebody may have 2 children. So, or if you want to have children in the future, it could be Spirit's way of saying we're going to have 2 little pumpkins. Cute. I have Be Mine for Valentine's Day. My heart. You're capturing my heart. I have a commitment with rings. So it could be a future commitment. I have a Hanukkah candelabra. What is this called? Menorah. Okay. I have books. School. Could have kids in college. Maybe we meet taking a course, or college if we're, still in school, or went back to school, night classes, something like that. Avid readers. I love to read. And then I have Happy New Year. So I'm going to say, if it doesn't happen this year, maybe it's a spirit's way of saying, hey, the new year is just around the corner, and we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate going into next year. So that's okay too, if it's the right person. So there are our charms. And sorry about that loud noise. All right. Always something, right? Okay. Let's see what else they want you to know. Let's get some final messages. Let's see what the loving messages are. What is it that they have for you? Where is this connection headed, Spirit? They like that you're substantial. I want to get this thing going. I want to take this further. This is just the beginning of an amazing journey. They want to take this thing further. They see it as we're going to continue this. So whatever those first meetings were, those first dates, they want to keep this going. I do see a future with you. There'll be a day that they tell you that. I'm so in love with you, and we have a future. I feel like they are going to hold back in the beginning until they really feel their feelings. This isn't somebody who just says it just for the sake of saying it. If they tell you they love you, trust me, they're going to mean it. I have been holding back my true feelings. They're going to hold it back until they really know who they are, what they're feeling, where we're headed. I want to satisfy all your needs. You turn me on, they had said. Okay, I'm totally ready. I'm ready to start this journey. Yeah, that's really the message. The message is that we're a perfect match, and this person's ready to take this further. And that's the most important part. So let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Also, if you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, KathyMamolen.psychicmedium.com. Check out my other 2 YouTube channels here on YouTube, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame Soulmate channel, and I'll put the links in the description below. I hope you enjoyed your November reading, and we'll see you all again real soon.